guys, hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, I'm going to take you guys down to the equator, 2 degrees south of Cuenca, Ecuador. You guys are going to see some mysterious lights in the sky. From there, we're going to Mount Etna, then we're going to the International Space Station. You guys will definitely want to stick around for these videos, extraordinary events captured by ordinary people. Really cool stuff you're about to see, guaranteed not to disappoint. But first, over here at the homepage of the website, I left this photo up one more day. What an incredible photo taken by Christy out of North Carolina. Looked like a huge mothership just cruising through the nighttime sky. And checking in on the GOES X-ray flux over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center. Been busy the last 2 days, especially the last 24 hours. You can see right there was an X flare, an X1 from this very large sunspot right here as it's slowly turning away from the Earth, and we have new ones turning towards the Earth. Solar activity is definitely on the rise, and again, that was an X flare number 49 of solar cycle 25. Looking at the Schumann resonance, very unusual activity showing up in the Schumann. Look at all this activity in the last 36 hours. Those are independent pulses you're seeing being detected in the Schumann, and these seem to be the exact opposite, very short duration, occurring about once every 5 minutes. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. Once again, bizarre activity up here along the northern edge of the caldera. That's in a league all of its own. Looks like the seismograph is jumping off of the chart, and you can see some unusual activity here towards the east central part of the caldera. A little bit of magma intrusion along the eastern edge, but other than that, not a whole lot going on at the supervolcano. Slowly but surely getting the power back on in the state of Texas, down to 433,000 customers. That's still a lot, but considering at one time there were over 2 million following the landfall of Hurricane Beryl. Also, you can see Minnesota orange. That means there's over 50,000 customers without power in Minnesota. Looking at 14,000 in Indiana, 49,000 in Ohio, and 14,000 in Pennsylvania. I'm assuming those power outages are from inclement weather. I want to take you guys now up to the International Space Station. Guys, a while back, I did a video about the International Space Station, and what I was talking about with regard to being fake was the map of the Earth. We were seeing what looked like lines in the top of the atmosphere. At least that's how it appeared in the live stream, and what we ended up determining was that was a composite map being inserted into the live stream for whatever reason, instead of just very simply the top of the Earth. This one here is exactly that, the top of the Earth. You don't see the lines stretching out across the screen, which is implying a composite map. So the ISS is definitely real, and what you're about to see is definitely real. Noticed by Jay on 7/12 of 2024. Watch right up here. Something appears in the field of view that probably shouldn't have been there. Watch this. Something pretty good size. Check this out, right there. Did you see that? I'm going to go back, put it in slow motion, zoom in. Are you serious right now? Look at that thing. That appeared in the field of view less than 48 hours ago. What in the world was that thing? And it was pretty good size. Great catch by Jay. Thank you, Jay. Really appreciate that. Want to take you guys now over to Mount Etna. Here we go. There was a strong eruption on July 11th of 2024. Mariella Wassi noticed this as she was watching the live cam of the action over at Mount Etna. Here's the eruption. Watch what happens as this plume of ash and gases rise out of Mount Etna. You're going to see something dart out of the background. How about that? What is going on there? And that's moving at a very high rate of speed, way too fast to be an airplane. No way, some sort of a white cylinder. Right down here is a close-up view. You can see it dart out from behind the rising ash and smoke coming out of the volcano. This segment right here is in super slow motion. I was looking for possible wings, maybe a tail fin, anything recognizable, and there was nothing there. That is some sort of a very high speed, white, what looks like a cylinder that darted out from behind the rising plume of ash and gases and smoke coming out of the volcano. And once again, this activity occurred at Mount Etna on July 11th of 2024, about 3 days ago. And again, this segment's in slow motion, super slow motion. This object was moving at an incredibly high rate of speed. Here's the original video once again. Watch how fast that thing was going. There's no way in the world that was an airplane. Again, moving way too fast. Great catch. Thanks for sharing. Going from Mount Etna to the equator. Check this out. 2 degrees south of the equator. This video is from July 12th of 2024, about 48 hours ago. Debbie looked up and noticed these things dancing in the sky, going in a counterclockwise motion on July 12th from Ecuador. Again, about 2 degrees south of the equator. They've never seen these things in the sky before, and she says there's no light beams, and we can tell by looking at the video there's no beams of light coming up from the ground. These things were a complete mystery. And this video has narration by Debbie.
What is the date? July 12th? 2024, Cuenca, Ecuador. We can't figure out what these are. There's no lights from below or above. Cloudy sky.
Not quite sure what we've got going on here. These things appear to be some sort of a light blue color. If you count them, right now there's 6. Watch what happens to the 6 that are in the sky moving in what appears to be a counterclockwise motion. It's difficult to tell. They could be moving in a clockwise motion. Watch what happens. They slowly, one by one, systematically disappear. Gone. Again, these things were not lights from the ground. Sometimes we see things like this that are originating from what are known as event lights or stadium lights from the ground pointing up into the sky, and they can look like this. But these are at different heights. You can see they're at different altitudes. I put this in fast forward just for presentation purposes, and you can see they are at different heights, light blue moving through the sky in a either clockwise or counterclockwise motion, and then disappeared. I am 99.9% sure those were not Chinese lanterns. Chinese lanterns are always at the mercy of the wind. These were under some sort of intelligent control. As you can see, they were moving in a circle in the sky above Ecuador. Speaking of the sky, if you guys saw this in the sky last night near the moon, just know that it was more than likely Spica. This video was sent in by Juan from North Dallas, Texas. They noticed what appeared to be a bright light in the proximity of the moon, and there was, but it really wasn't anywhere close to the moon. This was Spica. I went to my star map, and Spica was near the moon last night. It just depends on what time you noticed it. It was either on the left-hand side of the moon, behind the moon, or on the right-hand side of the moon. So if you saw a stationary bright object next to the moon last night, more than likely you were looking at Spica. It's a very large star. Thanks for the photos and videos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports@MrMBB333.com. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.